Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A Mother's Dream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine. It's a Good Guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys. We're just so good guys. Whoa.
Mazel Morons, welcome back to the Good Guys podcast.
Oh, Josh, let me talk to you about something. This is a huge problem that I am only experiencing on regional daytime flights. But Josh, why do they shut the lights in the cabin? Are you a lights off cabin guy? How often do you take a 3-hour flight? Let's say it's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I don't mind. I find in my older age, I'm getting sensitive to light in general. And so less light is almost always welcome.
So you bring up an interesting point because I too am sensitive to those types of lights, right? Like at Dear Media IRL, I was walking around shutting off all their lights. Something was happening to me where it was driving me insane. But on an airplane, Josh, when the lights are off, it means windows are closed. Sure. And I don't want to sit in a coffin for 3 hours at 1 o'clock. I feel like my body thinks it's time to go to sleep. And then all of a sudden you get off the flight at 4, you still have shit to do. I don't know, this really bothered me and I wanted to bring it up to you. Clearly we're on different pages with it, but look, if it's during the day, I want the lights on. I want the windows open.
Can you, it's so hot up there. There's no atmosphere up there, Ben.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's sun hot. Piping in through the window. I know, it's abrasive.
I know, but I like to be productive on planes, and it being dark on a 2.5 hour flight, Josh, 3-hour flight, New York to Florida, the lights should be on. It's the middle of the day.
Interesting.
You shouldn't be napping. You have shit to do, Brad. Okay, you have shit to do, Karen. Your boss, you're still on the clock. Open your fucking computer and get to work. You shouldn't be during the day. I don't know. It really bothers me.
I understand. I do understand. No, I get it.
You do.
Look, I don't mean to brag, but I finally have started a very deeply imperfect meditation practice. And
oh my God, I'm so happy that you said that because I'm starting to meditate. Somebody brought up to me the powers of meditation. They even gave me a doctor's name. Do you want me to tell you the doctor's name?
A doctor of meditation?
A doctor of meditation. His name is Doctor. The fuck is his name?
Doctor, breathe deeply. Doctor, let go of all your cares and worries.
What is the name? It's important. It's important. It's probably not important. I'll find it. Whatever. Yeah, there's a doctor of meditation. I will find him for you. Doctor of spiritual healing. Josh, tell me about this, and I'll just copy you. You'll be my guru.
Can you imagine the Jewish father whose son goes, Dad, I got my PhD. We're so proud of you, little Aaron. Oh, my God. What subject? You know, we're good at physics, us Jews. Did you get a PhD in physics? Better, Dad. Meditation.
Yeah. Oh, they'd kill themselves.
Cheryl, put cyanide in the Haggadah cup. Spike my tuna salad sandwich so I can expire during my afternoon nap. Meditation. Just say you're gay. No.
Oh my God. Walk me through your meditations. Okay. Are you currently meditating or you're thinking about meditating?
I'm meditating.
And when are you meditating? Okay. When are you meditating?
I am meditating. I'm basically not putting on restraints for myself, but I find that I'm getting to it a couple times a week. Usually if I can do it at the top of the morning, if I wake up, my kids are up by around 6 a.m. So if I can get up by around 5:30, I sit in my living room. I have, a nice chair that's comfortable, and you just try to be in a straight back chair with your feet on the ground and your hands on, just in a comfortable kind of, but like, not slumped, just in a comfortable seated position. You close your eyes and you breathe in deeply.
How's my positioning? And then I'm going to breathe deep. Look good?
You tell, as long as you're comfortable.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Not slumped. So you do want to be like slightly erect, But
I'm as erect as I can be. Okay.
Yeah, you sure are, babe. Yeah, and you just want to be hands on your knees and in a natural sort of configuration, and then take a deep breath.
Was I supposed to hold or no?
No, you just let it out. Look, the truth is there's no wrong way. So you get the breathing going, right? And then what you're going to notice, and here's the dirty secret of meditation, you're going to think, right? This isn't about emptying your mind. Maybe that's like the inevitable goal, and that will happen for moments, but the thought's going to creep in. Oh, I got to do this for Ruby. Claude needs this. I got to get back to this person. You know, how's Jalen Brunson's, sore ankle? Has it been healing?
Better be good.
Yeah. Is it, do I have a Jewish space laser meeting later? Like, do I have to call up the troops?
I have to move it. It was supposed to be 3 to 3:30. I have to move it to Friday, 4
sure,
to 4:30.
Of course. So. Yeah, no, we get it.
Because I'm busy. I'm busy then.
Yeah. It's really something that they say that Jews control the weather and that Florida's so hot. What a joke. What a fucking joke. Yeah, that we'd pick that level of humidity.
I was so relaxed. In case you're not watching on Spotify like a fucking loser, I was just deep in meditation. Josh was in my ears. And let me tell you, Josh, you should really tell your agents, you should be on the Calm app. You have a great voice for meditation. Do I? Close your eyes. Okay. Let me talk you through a meditation. Breathe deep, Josh. You're going to experience some intrusive thoughts. But if you count out of order, 7, 14, 72, 96, perhaps those thoughts will not be as intrusive anymore. You are a big, beautiful man, Josh. You are confident. You are conscious of others. You are a whole being. You are a string bean. You are so thin. You are looking gorgeous, Josh.
I really am.
Positive self-talk is key, Josh.
So true.
And chimes. How was?
It was gorge.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to put you back in a meditative state. No, go back. I don't want to say, I want to do a body. Like, this is what I find interesting, right? Just take that deep breath. The intrusive thoughts do come. And what you do is eventually you become an observer of the thoughts. So it's like you're looking at the freeway, right? And then, there's that thought about what I have to get to at work, and just kind of see it. Don't judge it. Just let it fly by. Because you start to recognize that car. Oh, that car always comes by. They're just flying by. Ruby, Claude, me, this, that, bye. Now I want you to do a little body scan. And I want you to see wherever you're holding tension, where can you let it go? Now, people tend to hold tension in their jaw, in their brow, in their shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Now, like
mine's really the shoulder.
Take a deep breath.
Don't look too deeply at my brows because I have a gnarly pimple between them.
Take a deep breath. Forget about that fucking bindi in between your eyes. And don't think about Stridex or Neutrogena or any kind of acne, salicylic acid, any kind of acne treatment. And just
why would I?
Take that deep breath. Now, do you notice, is your tongue touching the roof of your mouth?
No, it's floating at the bottom.
It's good. See, this is what I find when I start to really, because I think I'm relaxed. But when I do a body scan, I go, I'm clenching. I'm clenching my jaw. My shoulders are up, but they're slumped. My neck is tight.
The only place I clench up here, and I clench my ass.
Yes.
Those are the only two places I
really
clench.
Let it go, hon. Let it go.
I know. I just I don't want to just lose farts sometimes, So you just want to.
Gotta listen.
I feel like you've hypnotized me. I'm out. You've hypnotized me.
No, dude, it's good. And so all the way back to our original discussion, I've been starting to employ that on planes, and it is, and that's the thing for me. I know meditation's going well when I start to fall asleep, and this is why people love guided meditations. They're awesome. For me, I find that when it's really working, their voice comes back and it wakes me up, right? Because what they'll do is they'll kind of ease you into something, and then they'll leave you for a minute or two, and then they'll be like, continue your breath. And I'd be like, shut up, Frank. I'm like, I'm meditating over here.
Yeah.
They should know. AI should know that I'm now in a meditative state. They can leave
Ooh.
me and go to the next Meshuggah.
It's AI meditation.
No,
okay,
it's not, but they should have that, no?
I feel like they probably do. What, you're eating a bar, it looked like you were whipping out a matchbook. I thought you were about to light incense. I was like, oh, this guy's prepped.
I'm new.
You're saging the room?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Look, I told you about this. I once did a sound bath. We went upstate, Connecticut, one of those bougie resorts. I did a sound bath, Josh. Have you ever done one of these sound baths?
No.
Okay, you sit, there are other people around you, and there's a guru, okay? This is meditation, but with different levels of sound. They're these bowls, and they all emit different frequencies. And let me tell you, an hour passed, I thought it was 3 minutes.
Wow.
Literally, I thought it was 3 fucking minutes. My brain was hearing the sounds. All of a sudden, I woke up. And I went back to Claudia, and I was just like, you're in the physical world. I'm in the metaphysical world.
Sure are.
And I just can't relate to you anymore.
Sure
Where
are.
I've been and where you are two completely different places because of the experience that I've just had. And she told me then and there that if I ever did a sound bath again, she would divorce me.
You are in a lot of trouble. Why?
No, I'm kidding. She loved it. She loved it.
Could you imagine it? What would a Jewish sound bath be like? You're a disappointment. You should get married. You're eating all that. Your breath stinks. They hate us. They always have, they always will. Get
So
ready to
funny.
run.
That's so funny.
You can work with them, but don't trust them. Goyim, 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 goyim.
Oh my God, that's so good. Oh my God. Josh.
Boy, oh boy.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is sponsored by Zysol. What the hell was that? Zysol.
I'm sorry.
Josh, I'm trying to say Zysol.
It's as though my allergies heard you say Zysol, and they said I'm going to make it's a protest. There's
They said that they're
a
gonna
bodily
flare up.
protest.
Josh, did you forget to take your Zysol last night?
Look.
I told you, you're supposed to take it at night.
Oh, why?
So that
Because
you have
pollen levels are at
24
their highest when you wake up.
Yes, so that you have 24/7 protection. You start at night, Josh. You start at night. Zysol starts working in as little as 45 minutes for a powerful 24-hour relief.
Look, the
I'm
truth
trying to
is,
tell you.
it's relieving allergies while you sleep, so you wake up refreshed for a productive next day. Do you have something against productive next days? I sure don't.
How happy is your wife when you take Zysol?
My wife, she looks at me. She doesn't even look at me anymore. She looks at the Zysol box and she goes, "Thank you." She says, "Listen, these allergy symptoms he's having less sneezing, runny nose, itchy, watery eyes, or itchy nose, throat. It interferes with my beloved's day, and by that she means I want him to be able to do more with the kids."
Absolutely.
And I just, I'm not a big fan of my children.
And the kids don't want to hear us. They don't want to hear us throat clearing all day. Josh, we take care of it at night, so we're great in the morning, Josh. And you know what I have to say about that?
Yep.
Be Wysol. Take
Yes.
Zysol at night.
Take Zysol.
Take it at night.
Take it at night. And this is what it's designed for. Ever heard? I like it designer. Okay? It's designed for it.
Designed for it. At
Yes.
night. Be Wysol. Take Zysol. At night.
Okay?
What are we doing for Memorial Day weekend?
I don't
What are
have
you doing?
I have no plans. I should, but with like this many children, it's like hard to plan anything. And going and going out, like going to, whatever, like on vacation during Memorial Day, I can't do it. I can't spend the money because I know everything's going to be jacked up like 5x.
Yeah, that part doesn't bother me because we just are different like that. Like you're spending on an experience during a time where you have time to take the experience. Like that part I don't think about. But especially on like those Mondays where if you have help, I'm sure they're off, right? Like aren't you, if you don't do something, aren't you just going to be bored? Like, even if it's like a little staycation, even
That's
if
what
it's
we'll
like,
do.
that's what you'll do. There was this, I was listening to my favorite Sirius XM, which I love. I'm a big radio guy. And an ad came on the radio, Josh. And the ad was for, what is the name of it? It was all about staycations. Resort Pass, maybe, was the name of it.
Sure.
They have 1,000+ hotels on Resorts app.
Mm.
And you can go, and for as little as $25, you can use the amenities of a hotel for the whole day. And then you get to walk in, and sure, you're paying for lunch or you're paying for the massage, but you don't have to pay for the night. You don't pay for the room.
I think Olivia's fiance worked for that company for a while. She talked about it on the pod.
There you go. I knew it sounded familiar. And now it finally stuck. That's advertising, Josh.
Sure
Can't just
is.
be once. You got to hear it multiple times for it to stick in this freaking noggin.
Sure freaking is.
And so, yeah, you should find a local, beautiful hotel and just go to the pool. Go to the beach. Go get a massage. Go do the whole thing. How young is too young for a massage? Max can't get a massage. It's too little. I do have a memory in my head, though, Josh. As young as 10.
Ben, can you imagine me? They should, if you book your 7-year-old for a massage, call CPS. I mean, you're like putting them on literally on a silver platter. Would you like to be inappropriate?
I can tell you, Josh, at 10 years old, I got a foot rub. That was my first foot rub. My dad had this old waitress, and she was trying to switch careers. She was going from being a waitress to being a massage therapist. So she said to my dad, "You have anybody that I can trial on?" He said, "Sure, you can trial on my family." He gave my dad a foot rub, my mom a foot rub, and me at 10. And let me tell you, she was a peach. I'm sure she hated rubbing my feet.
Whoa.
But wow, what a dream that was. Totally free.
Worth it.
It was the best thing ever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, we'll definitely do something, and I'm looking forward to that in a big way. And, we didn't talk about it on the last pod. I mean, we intimated, but I was recently in New York over the weekend.
Yes.
I was going to go alone because it was really a work trip, because we had our first live podcast episode, which was incredible as a part of.
It was incredible.
Dear Media IRL. What was it called? Dear Media at Night?
Dear Media by night, at night. Josh, can we quickly I think I told you in person, you were excellent.
You were excellent.
I think that we really thrived in that environment. I think we were better than here. I don't know, there was something about like the lights on. We were really good. And we've done one of those before where it was in front of people that didn't know us, and it's very different. Like playing to a crowd that knows your shtick, you know what will land automatically. Oh my God, to be a stand-up comic in a room of people that don't know you must be the worst thing ever. Like, you don't know what to say. I knew exactly what to say. I knew it would make them laugh. You knew it would make them laugh.
Right.
It was so fun.
Yeah, like that's in general too. Like that's why when someone's like a true comedian, they are on a different level, because they're going out and grinding it out at a stand-up club at 11 o'clock at night at the Cellar with a bunch of people who are just going to eat them alive. Like that is
they are
unbelievable.
Unbelievable, and such a different talent.
Mm-hmm.
So different to make jokes for people. You have no idea who's going to show up. You don't know your audience. You don't know your crowd. Zero idea. And to make people laugh in that environment is very impressive.
But we were magic. And so it was part of, shout out the Great Bostics through this wonderful event at Webster Hall. Historic. And at first it was the Skinny Not Fat podcast, which was wonderful. Surprise guest, Amy Schumer.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Love Amy.
The night was hosted by the wonderful, indomitable Taylor Strecker, who dear Oshri Safer family friend, now really Peck family friend. I mean, she's
the best.
Obsessed with her and her wife. Gorgeous.
They're the best. Have you met her before?
Yeah, with you 1,000,000 times.
Is that true?
Yeah.
When?
There have been many times in New York. There have been a couple times. I've been I've been
really?
At the US Open. We were with her wife, Taylor.
Oh, yes. I forgot that she also hosted that event for Vital Proteins, who never came back. What are you, nuts?
Wow.
Never came back. But yeah, okay. Yeah, they're the best. Oh, they're the best.
They're amazing. And it was great. So then we were the middle act. And so we were really the Toast opening act. But we had, look, having Amy Schumer special guest is in a league of its own. But we had a pretty good league of our own. And our guest, tell the people how you introduced him.
Everybody, please welcome to the stage Zoran Mamdani. And the crowd went silent. And then immediately I was like, I'm just kidding. It's Joey Camasta. And they roared. And it was a risk that was rewarded.
It was the biggest pop of the night.
Definitely. Oh, it was huge.
It was. And he came on strutting his beautiful new Manjaro body that is like in a Canadian tuxedo, full denim tan, head to toe to tail, and nose to tail. And he was so beloved. And what people didn't see was Amy Schumer is coming up the stairs to the green room as we're coming down to do our set. And Joey goes, "Hey girl, thanks for opening for me."
What'd she say?
She goes, "No problem, babe." She was so cool.
That's amazing.
Oh my God.
That's amazing. Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's lost so much weight. I'm absolutely worried about him at this point. He told me that he fainted. He told me he fainted.
Did he show you the video?
Yes. You saw it, right?
So
no, it's one of the craziest videos of all time of him fainting in his kitchen.
We have to describe it. So first of all, it was captured on Joey's Furbo, which is a pet cam that he has for his sweet dog Piccolo.
Oh my God.
And I maybe he'll let us show it on the pod because it is, you can watch it here. And now it's
he's gonna let us. He's gonna let us show it. He just showed it.
He falls down from lack of eating, and then he kind of sits up and he seizes for a second. Then he grabs Piccolo and he's looking around like,
it's so crazy.
oh my God.
And he told me in person, he's like, "I want you to know I used to be a big sweater. I don't sweat. I go to the gym. I don't sweat." I'm like, I think, Joey, we might have a problem here.
He sweats. I felt his back.
He told me he doesn't sweat. You said, okay, if he sweats, then that's fine. Okay, that's good. That makes me feel better because you have to sweat.
Of course.
Sweating is very important.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're fainting, but boy, does he look good.
He looks
good for him.
Good. His gorgeous boyfriend, the wonderful Billy, was there, who's great. And
He's great too.
It was a red letter night.
And Josh, the Toast had us on for their marquee segment, Queenie and Weenie of the Week.
True.
And just in case you didn't hear, just in case, there's no beef.
Right.
The beef has been squashed. The running joke for multiple years, Josh, at our expense is squashed. So, Toast listeners, come on over. Come party with the good guys.
We have enough Toast listeners. We've scourged that. It's done. That mountain has been summited.
Totally. At least now we have Brad Williams fans.
I know. Yes, all of them. Yeah, I think it was a wonderful New York getaway, and I'm so glad because I was just going to go there for work, and then my wife was like, you know, my parents would be happy to watch the kids, and maybe we can make it into like a 2-day getaway, which we never do enough. I don't know if we've ever done it, and since Max was born, and it was so wonderful to be with her. And then her sister Taylor was like, well, then I should come too. And I said, never forget the romantic getaway. No, it was the best. I love when she's with us. And then my wife and Taylor's best friend Libby came, and it made it even more perfecter. So we just had the best time running around in the city. And it was great for me because they wanted to do I don't want to do anything in the city. Let me tell you, this New York, I'm done with it. I'm done.
I know.
I'm over it.
As you should be.
So it was like nice for me to be like, you guys want to go down to Chinatown and look at jewelry? Great. You want to go to Midtown and go to the fancy shops? Great. Whatever you want. I'll just tag along. And that's exactly what we did.
This episode of the Good Guys Podcast is brought to you by our friends at Hims. Folks, if something's been off in the bedroom, you're not the only one. A lot of guys wait longer than they need to take action. The difference now? Getting real treatment is simple. And through Hims, it's 100% online. line. Hims connects you with licensed healthcare providers online, giving you simple access to legitimate ED treatment options from home. No awkward appointments, no pharmacy lines, no nothing bad. Just a complete, simple online intake, and a provider will review your information to determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment ships directly to your door in discreet packaging. That includes sildenafil, also known as generic Viagra, available through Hims at up to 95% less than the brand name version. And if that option isn't right for you, there are additional treatment options available so you can find what works best for your body. It's straightforward, transparent, and designed to make getting care feel easy. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/goodguys. That's Hims, HIMS.com/goodguys for your free online visit. Hims.com/goodguys. Prescription required. See website for details and important safety information. Sildenafil is the generic version of Viagra. Viagra is a registered trademark of Viatris Specialty LLC. Hims is not affiliated with or endorsed by Viatris. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Kachava. Folks, your daily ritual is very important, okay? Let me walk you through my daily ritual. I wake up, the first thing I'm doing, okay? First thing I'm doing, of course, after I pick up my son, is I'm getting sun, okay? From sun to sun, I'm going and I'm getting those beautiful rays of light on my face. If the sun doesn't come out that day, don't talk to me, okay? If the sun doesn't come out today, that's how important my routine is to me. Then I drink a beautiful big glass of water. I start my day and I have a little kachava. Because, folks, if you're looking for a beautiful beverage, are you interested in some energy? Are you interested in something that might aid digestion, maybe make you feel strong with your muscles? You want something good on the metabolism, good for your brain, cognition, maybe something that gives you a little bit of light immunity with some vitamin C, zinc, maybe some probiotics? Well then, folks, Kachava is for you because it is the all-in nutrition that your body craves in one deliciously simple shake packed to go. Just one packet provides complete nutrition ready for life on the go with protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, greens, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more. It's all of it, folks. And they have 6 fan favorite flavors: chocolate, vanilla, chai, matcha, my favorite, coconut acai, and strawberry. Folks, take your daily ritual with you. Go to kachava.com and use code GOODGUYS for 15% off your first order. That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com, code GOODGUYS. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Chili Pad by Sleep Me. All right, morons, listen up, because this one is for every single one of you who's still sweating through your sheets while your AC is cranked down to the lowest possible setting. We literally had a Moron Mail. Somebody called in. Actually, this was live. This was during our live podcast. They told us, they're like, my husband sweats through his shirt while he sleeps. And I literally, on stage, we said, you need the freaking Chili Pad. Your wife is wrapped up like a burrito under 7 blankets. You're lying there next to her, generating enough body heat to warm a small village. What are you, nuts? Meet Chili Pad 2.0, the completely redesigned, upgraded, and now even better bed cooling system that ends the thermostat war for good. Because quality sleep should not depend on who won the last fight about the temperature. Folks, Chili Pad 2.0 is a serious upgrade from what came before. The new dock is quieter, with a bigger internal water tank, so you're not stopping to refill it every couple of days. The topper is now a premium, waterproof cover that unzips and goes right into the wash, because life with kids is messy, and your sleep setup should be easy. The nightstand remote is part of what I want every moron listening to hear. Each side of the bed gets its own dedicated physical thermostat with sensors that detect the moment you get into a bed and automatically kick off your sleep program. No app, no fumbling with your phone at midnight. Just get in and it handles everything. That's how good gear works and is supposed to work. Visit www.sleep.me/goodguys to get your Chili Pad 2.0 and save up to $225 with code GOODGUYS. This special offer is available for our listeners of the Good Guys only, and it's only available for a limited time. Plus, it ships free, and you can try it risk-free for 30 days with flexible payment and financing options. If you don't like it, return it at no cost. That's sleep.me/goodguys, because Chili Pad is cheaper than couples therapy and more effective than the thermostat. The only thing that New York still has, which it will always have, is great restaurants.
Mm.
And Josh, you ate at Corner Store. Did it live up to the hype? I love Corner Store. I think the vibe, I think the menu, I think the martinis, I think Eugene Rem just did it again with that spot. It's so good.
The vibes, as the kids call it, are immaculate. The great Ben Soffer, Mr. Connection, got us a reservation for an impossible reservation, some might say. I mean, we did go early at 5, but that's when I like to eat. And,
yeah, me too. That's the best time. People are sleeping.
Fab.
Sleeping on it.
So we ordered, Libby and Taylor at first, and this will be my best bite of the week. They ordered these espresso martinis, and the waiter, he looks at them both. He goes, "Ladies, do you like peanut butter?" They go, "Of course, we're American. Yes, we like peanut butter." Oh, I look like I carry an EpiPen? I love it. He goes, "Because what I can do is, and it's off menu, I can make it a peanut butter espresso martini." They go, "We'd be crazy to say no." So they order it.
Wow.
They're going nuts for this. My wife, who is not a fan of espresso martini, took a sip. She goes, "This is good." She had a martini. Then we order a couple of things. The waiter looks at me, comes back 5 minutes later, he goes, "Listen, I added a few things to round out your order." I go, "God bless you, sir. This beautiful Dominican king, our wonderful waiter, beautiful guy." So first they bring a crudo, a nice like little yellowfin, beautiful thing going on first. Great. Hits of wasabi oil. But then they bring a spinach artichoke dip. Are you ready? With like these specially seasoned chips. Okay. Then they're bringing, they bring double fried fries with a sauce flight. 3 different sauces for the fries. Okay.
Unbelievable. This is it. This is the pinnacle.
They have an elevated Totino's pizza roll type vibe. Okay. They have a French dip. The meat melted in your mouth. It was almost, it was better than Passover brisket. It was unbelievable. And then we said, well, "Listen, we got to go. I'm needed at Webster Hall. I'm going on, my call." He goes, "You have 10 minutes. I'm going to whip up a little ice cream thing for you." He brings a Girl Scout cookie Samoa cookie sundae, ice cream sundae. Knock your socks off. 10 out of 10.
Unbelievable. The place is so good. I'm so happy.
Good.
It's such a great experience. My best bite of the week, Josh. Did
Tell
you
me.
notice that something pretty cool happened at Citi Field this weekend? Did you happen to see on my Instagram stories? It's okay if you missed it.
Yeah, it's with the Great Spritz Society. Tell me more.
No.
Shit.
No.
I didn't see it.
That's okay.
I tried to make a good guess.
So last week, good guess, Josh. Last week, I went to Citi Field. The MLB asked me to come. They said for the Subway Series, you're going to cook against a Yankee fan and we're going to judge the competition. Make something that's very New York, but make it ballpark themed. And Josh, I made Reuben nachos. I cut up rye bread. I toasted. I did chopped pastrami.
I didn't know you did it.
I did it.
It was your creation?
Yes, I created it, and they loved it so much at Citi Field, Josh, that they said, "Ben, do you mind if we make a boy with no job Reuben nacho stand at Citi Field this weekend for the Subway Series?" That was my creation, my original invention that they served in helmets at Citi Field. I got tagged all the Adam Richman, like you name it, like these big food guys that went and tried it at Citi Field. They said it's a top 5 ballpark item they've ever had.
What an honor. So describe it, walk us down, tell us about each ingredient.
Okay, so what they did, because they couldn't do the rye bread, they did rye dusted pita chips that are toasted. Fantastic idea. Layered with chopped hot pastrami.
From where?
Grilled onions. Ooh, mine was from Second Avenue Deli. I think that theirs is from, where do they do it?
Somewhere good, I'm sure.
No, but it starts with an L. It's a very famous place.
Langer's?
No. Shit. Okay, but they have top-notch pastrami, Josh. They know what they're doing over there.
Love.
Steamed it, chopped it nice and small. That way, it's kind of like when you have normal nachos. You have like a sprinkling of ground beef or something. Okay. Then we layer on grilled onions, sauerkraut, melted Swiss cheese that they melted into like a Swiss cheese whiz. I had done slices under the broiler. They did a Swiss cheese whiz, almost like a fondue, topped with chopped pickles, topped with chopped chives, and drowned in Russian. And this, Josh, is insanity.
What a turn on. That's hot.
And it was so hot. I'm very proud of it, and that was my best bet of the week. Really fucking cool.
You should be. That is so cool.
Really cool. Really cool. Did I get
Good
paid?
for you.
No, I don't need to, Josh.
Bragging rights.
I'm paid in my heart. This is, somebody sent me a picture. They're like, I just got your Reuben nachos. Haha, royalties for you. I'm like, please. What do you mean royalties for me? But I hope you enjoyed. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like me
Really cool.
when someone says they just saw a Drake and Josh episode. Marco, royalties.
You're like, cool. You're like, thanks, man.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
great.
My royalties are with Nancy Guthrie. Where is she? I miss her bad. Fuck, dude. I'm so sorry. That sucks.
No, it was great. I don't need anything. I loved it. It's so cool.
But
so fucking cool.
It's true. Certain things like that, like shout out Steve Cohen, shout out the Mets organization. Like things like that are worth doing. Like I got hit up and I actually need to follow up, but Harvard Law School was like, you want to come speak? And I was like, for sure. They were like, we don't do fees, historically, we just don't do that. But like, we'll, put you up and whatever. And I was like, oh no, I want the bragging rights. Like
It's
would be
worth it.
an
It's worth
honor
it.
and a pleasure. I got to hit them
It's
back
worth
up. It probably can't happen now, but it would be cool.
I'm sure that it can happen, and it would be really, really cool. You should absolutely do it.
The last thing I have to say is staying in New York, being there for this beautiful weekend. I stayed at this hotel, and you know me, I'm a Bonvoy boy. I'm a Spring Hill Suites. I'm a man of the people. But sometimes you stay at a 5-star hotel, you go, this is nice. I stayed at the Faina. You know this
So
hotel?
nice.
You
I know it in
this one?
Miami, and this is 5-star, 6-star, 7-star. This is top freaking notch. I didn't even know that they had one in New York. You stayed at it so early.
Oh my God, this place, it's in Chelsea. It's on 18th Street. It is the best hotel I've ever stayed at in New York, bar none. So beautiful. First of all, it looks like it's giving high-end, classy Alice in Wonderland vibes because
Sure.
the bellmen are wearing top hats, okay? But it's chic. It's fucking cool, dog. And so we get there. I walk into the room. They have a card printed with the good guys symbol on it because they knew. They knew this was a special weekend for us.
They know.
And this is the best. First of all, the room was beyond. They have a place called the Living Room there, which was super cool, which is like an after hours, like a bar, lounge type thing with great performers and DJ. The next day, I come back and I get provisions for my wife and I from CVS. What do I get? I get a nice big tall boy Ghost Energy for me, and I get a cutesy wootsy Celsius kiwi guava for my queen. She likes one flavor and one flavor only. So we meet in the lobby. We're waiting to grab a cab, and we're talking to a wonderful person from the concierge team. And she's like, "Oh, I love Celsius too, and I love an energy." We leave. I come back a couple hours later, on ice in the room. 4 energy drinks, 2 for me, 2 for my wife, kiwi guava and the blue Sour Patch Kids Ghost, because I'm a 6-year-old, Ghost energy drink for me. And she goes, and I know you have a little bit of a sweet tooth, Nerds Clusters in a beautiful jar waiting for us.
Oh my God.
You kidding?
That is next level thoughtful service.
Attention.
That's what you get. And by the way, you don't always get that at a 5-star hotel. Sometimes you just get a beautiful hotel, but they're missing that.
Right.
What you just got, that's the fucking dream.
A and B.
That made your stay a 10 out of 10.
Above and beyond. Faina.
Above and beyond.
If we have a girl, I'm naming her that on my 4th.
Faina. This episode of the Good Guys Podcast is brought to you by our friends at Momentous. Folks, can we talk for a second? We've spoken about Momentous at length. They make fantastic products. My favorite has previously been their creatine. I want to talk to you, okay, about fiber. They have a new product, Fiber Plus, and let me tell you, they are reimagining one of the most overlooked foundations of performance. And I'm telling you, folks, that this Momentous Fiber Plus, this is it, folks. It's leading to, I'm just going to say it, wonderful bowel movements. It's so good for your health. It's so good for your gut. Fiber is it. We've known about fiber, but fiber always comes with all this junk. Not with Momentous, folks. Fiber isn't new. It's not trendy, but it might be one of the most important and overlooked parts of your health. Nearly 95% of people aren't getting enough fiber. Modern diets and busy lifestyles make it really hard to get enough consistently. And when you go and buy these stupid bars, they're loaded with sugar or they're loaded with other crap. Not momentous. That's why Momentous launched Fiber Plus, a triple action formula combining soluble and insoluble fiber with prebiotic-resistant starch to support gut health and digestion. It helps your body absorb nutrients better, stabilize blood sugar, and improve recovery. Fiber is it. You need fiber. And if you're not getting enough of it, which you probably aren't, I highly recommend getting Fiber Plus from our friends at Momentous. Support your gut health and overall performance with Momentous Fiber Plus and get up to 35%. They always have such a good deal. 35% off your entire first order at livemomentous.com, promo code GOODGUYS. That's livemomentous.com, promo code GOODGUYS for up to 35% off. livemomentous.com, promo code GOODGUYS. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Home Chef. Folks, you know around 6 p.m. you're starving, panicked, feeling hangry, and somehow there's nothing in your frickin' fridge. Home Chef is literally the only reason I now have meals that are actually balanced and delicious. Plus, I'm saving money by not always grabbing takeout. Sometimes you don't want to cook, folks. Sometimes you're not in the frickin' mood. Or sometimes you don't want to go grocery shopping, but you still want to cook. Okay, it's important. Otherwise, I'm cooking a beautiful home-cooked meal and then I'm ordering takeout. No, Home Chef plugs in my gaps because, folks, Home Chef makes cooking simple. Fresh food delivered, easy recipes to follow, and meals that actually taste great. No long shopping lists, no complicated prep, and best of all, easy cleanup. It's perfect for busy schedules. Whether you need a 30-minute meal, an oven-ready tray, or even a quick microwavable lunch, Home Chef has you covered. And it's not a one-size-fits-all. Home Chef has over 30 meal options each week with choices for different tastes and dietary needs. And people really love it. Home Chef is rated #1 by users of other meal kits for quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipes. And I'm here to vouch. I love it. Home Chef is fantastic. I've used other meal kits and Home Chef is it. They're absolutely fantastic. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners 50. Oh, what a good code. 50% off, 50, and free shipping for your first box plus free dessert for life if you go to homechef.com/goodguys. That's homechef.com/goodguys for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/goodguys must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. Obviously, you can't cancel and get the free dessert. What are you, nuts? This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Row. Folks, everybody comes up to me. They look at me. They're like, Ben, you look so svelte. How did you do it? I'm like, I took a GLP-1 with Row. They're like, okay, but it's so expensive. I don't understand. You're paying all of this money? Folks, we need to get over this hurdle. Okay? Everybody assumes that GLP-1s cost a fortune. Did you do any research, by the way? Did you even Google? I bet you if you Google cost-effective options for GLP-1s, Row pops up first, okay? First. Look, I don't even know what to say anymore, okay? If you do your research and you know it's not always expensive, and sometimes it's covered by insurance, but even when it's not, it's still more accessible than people think. And let me tell you, they work wonderfully. These GLP-1s have completely changed my life. I get written by people all the time. Last night, I got a beautiful Moron Mail submission. This girl was telling me she was afraid of going on GLP-1s. She heard me talking about it with Row, and it made her think maybe I should do this too. She's lost 30 pounds and she's never felt better. So I don't know what you look like. I'm telling you, I feel better. I feel better. I have less heartburn. I have less sinus infections. I feel better. It's not all about vanity. I physically feel better. And let's talk about Row's products, okay? We're talking FDA GLP-1 options at the lowest cost available, period, okay? Whether that's through insurance or lower cost cash pay options. Folks, the place to get your GLP-1s is Row, okay? Safe and affordable. Lowest cost way to access FDA-approved GLP-1 treatments, okay? You heard that. Folks, go to row.co/goodguys to see if you qualify and really change your life. I'm telling you, you go on their website, they have a free insurance checker. It might be covered. You never know. Stop thinking, oh, it's not going to be covered. How about you check? Okay? How about you check? Go on their insurance checker and see if you're covered. And if you're not, they still have lower cost options if you pay with cash. Go to ro.co/goodguys to see if you qualify. That's ro.co/goodguys to get started on Ro. For side effects of GLP-1 medications, including boxed warnings, go to ro.co/safety. ro.co/safety. Josh, you want to do a Moron Mail quickly?
Yeah, but really quick, I have a good story too, because there were a couple.
Please. Good.
Well, the truth is, and this is from, you guessed it, the New York Post, Trader Joe's new gummy worms are making shoppers run to the bathroom, but not for the reason you'd expect. Forget prune juice. A Trader Joe's sweet treat is the new unexpected laxative shoppers are learning about the hard way. The beloved grocery store's new sugar-free sweet and sour gummy worms contain 14 grams of fiber per 8 pieces, a single serving. To put that into perspective, the amount is roughly half of the recommended daily value, so you can imagine the effect it's having on people. The worst part is that the gummy worms, which were released this month, are not marketed as a fiber product. Those that are, like Mira fiber gummies, have only 8 grams of fiber per 4 pieces, and Metamucil has 5 grams of fiber per serving of 3 gummies. Hell, they made this sound bad.
No, by the way, this is a dream. Okay, you're eating gummies and you're having a lot of fiber. They made a way to spin it. Oh, I'm sorry that Trader Joe's didn't market that there was too much good stuff in there. Okay, a fibrous gummy bear? Wonderful. I've had that said, look, you got to be careful with these diet gummies. If you see a sugar-free diet gummy, I've mentioned it before, the mannitol, all this stuff. I've had a company, Shameless, I think is the name of one of them.
Sure.
They also have like 35 grams or something, so high in fiber. And yes, if you have too many of them, you're going to get the shits. But by the way, that's better than eating something that's 10 times the calories and not getting the shits.
Right.
Okay? They're helping you. If you're going for the sugar-free candy, it means you have a problem anyways. And now you have one less problem. You dutied today. Mazel tov.
Yes, take a page out of Ava Soffer's book. Diarrhea is good.
Diarrhea is good. It's great. It's excellent. Oh, you met my parents this weekend. You met them.
I had the honor of meeting the wonderful Soffers who really went above expectation. And I go in to hug the great Mr. Bruce Soffer. And as we all know, I do his voice as it sounds to me in my head, which is a mix of an old Jewish man and Shaq. And and I always say, Benjamin, would you like some vodka sauce? I'm outside your place. And I have a small 90-ounce mason jar of vodka sauce. I should leave it with your doorman. All right, you let me know. Gesund. So I go in and I hug the beautiful Bruce with this gorgeous set of hair, and he goes, "Oh, so you get to hear the voice in real life, huh?" And I look at him and I go, "Pretty close, huh?" And he goes, "Not really." He was awesome, and Ava is just beautiful parents. And your sister, I got
very
to meet.
lucky. You got to be my sister too. Very lucky. I'm very lucky.
Here's one more from the California Post, not the New York Post, the California. Just that weird. Suckerfish observed swimming in manta rays' rear ends could impede pooping. They're sticking it where the sun ray don't shine. These fish are heading up right into some manta ray rear ends. That's right. This lead ecologist said. So I guess basically suckerfish are riding down the rear ends of manta rays, and all I got to say is call me a suckerfish, dog. Bitch, can I call you my manta ray? Because I'm trying to eat that ass. No,
they must not know, Josh. They don't have social constructs, right? So like hanging out in an asshole, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Like if somebody didn't tell us that it was weird, it would smell, so we wouldn't do it. But down there, it's not smelling.
Right.
They can't smell. Right? You can't smell underwater, can you?
Maybe the suckerfish is just an influencer and manta rays are like a really cool brand.
Yeah, they're just trying to get in there.
Totally.
I'm in, Josh.
The manta ray is Fashion Nova, and the suckerfish is, I was going to name a couple people.
Nicki Minaj.
A Moron Mail?
Yes. Moron Mail has been on fleek, as the kids say. Do the kids still say on fleek? I don't think
Sure.
so. I think I made it sound weird. goodguyspodcast1@gmail.com. We're getting great stuff. We need more of it. This is a good one, Josh. Hi, guys. I've been a fan of your show for years. My question is, what are your thoughts on companies monitoring employee online activity? A few years ago, I worked at a company that introduced a mentorship program where newest employees on teams had to screen share and someone would watch their work all day for weeks at a time. It was presented as a way to develop new hire skills while also training managers. As a newer hire, I had to participate, and honestly, it drove me completely insane. At one point, I was clicking through something, and the person monitoring me commented that they heard my mouse clicking twice and that using keyboard shortcuts for that task would be, quote, more efficient. That level of scrutiny went on for weeks and became incredibly stressful. I eventually complained about it and ended up leaving the company for multiple reasons. Fast forward to now, I'm looking for another remote job, and I keep hearing that things like click tracking, productivity monitoring, and constant screen sharing have become more common. What do you think of this trend? Sincerely, Big Al.
It's because people aren't going to work. Because you're not in an office, right?
I think she must have left out the part. She has to be a remote worker.
Right.
Has to be. And then it sucks, but you're home. Like, this is the trade-off. But like, if you're a big company and you're hiring somebody that you're never going to see, it's hard. How do you trust them?
Right.
So I don't know, Josh, but you're right. Yeah, she has to be a work from home person. It still sounds like a horrible way to work.
You know, like the great Brian, who I worked with, who was an executive on my cooking competition show. I love him. And this was an open secret. He wouldn't try to hide it. But, you know, he's a TV exec who would have to take, you know, calls, long Zoom calls all day. And he just took them walking because he's like, I just can't. And I would be the same way. But I think that is a great sort of way to take advantage of working from home, right? It's not distracting you from being on a call, right?
Totally, but it's not taking an advantage. Like, that is just, you're not, if you're not needed in front of a computer, no problem. But it depends on your job, right?
Sure.
Like, if your job is managing spreadsheets, it's Excel, like, you need to be working and you're not at your desk, you can't possibly be doing your job. So in your example, for sure, call's a call, whether you take it walking on the treadmill, on the beach, in the Bahamas. It doesn't matter as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But there are some jobs, which I think this person must just be in, if they're managing their clicks, and like, it must be a computer heavy job.
Sure.
And so if you don't like it, you should probably find a different job. But that's
true.
still, it's not fun. But it doesn't sound like you picked a fun profession. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
job
about that.
Picking something crappy. Do we have any other Moron Mail?
I'm sure we do.
Yeah. Let's see what these.
Let's see.
It was so great being in person too, meeting the morons. The truth is, we'll probably never do a live podcast. I mean, maybe we'll find a mall in northern New Jersey and do one in August.
Maybe.
But other than that, we're never doing them. So.
Okay, this was a great one. Hi, Josh and Ben. I saw a clip of Good Guys where you were interviewing Spencer Pratt. When will this episode come out? Thanks, Amy. It came out, Amy. What are you, nuts? A quick
Crazy.
Google search would get that. Good Guys, Spencer Pratt. Okay? What are you, nuts? Josh, honestly, 90% of it is just like that.
No.
Or recommending. So yeah, and stop recommending where, look, I know I mentioned one time that there's a lack of flavored coffee. Don't use the submission for flavored coffee. DM me. It's all flavored coffee. Ben, try this coffee. Ben, try this coffee. Ben, try this coffee.
Crazy. This happened during our live event. And again, we love every single moron.
Yes.
But we gave the caveat. We said, we're going to do a Moron Mail. Then we're going to go to the audience. And we said, if you need some advice, make it juicy and make sure it's good. And otherwise, maybe don't put your hand up.
Correct.
First woman goes, I flew here from Boise. Good one, right? We said, ma'am, that's incredible. But I'm not sure it's going to light up the crowd.
She also put us between a rock and a hard place. Like I said, thank you so much. That is so nice.
It's amazing.
It's not Moron Mail. That's not Moron Mail.
Right.
It's just not.
But then
it's great.
But the next girl understood the assignment. She said, I have a boyfriend. I really love him. He sweats the bed. and he
Yes.
is drenching our bed every night. I call him Little Niagara. And so what do I do? Because I want to marry this guy, but I mean, it's soaking the bed at night. We said this we can help with.
Yes, we can help with this. First and foremost, how big is your husband?
Right.
And it turned out that he was a big boy. So look, you just got to make it freezing. We now sleep in 68. If it was up to me, I'm sleeping in 64. We sleep in 68 and I don't sweat at all. I'm great.
Or get a chili pad. Proud sponsor, the good guys.
Or
But like
get
for
a
real.
No, really, get a chili pad.
They're
That's
sick.
exactly what it was designed for, to keep you cold.
Yeah, it goes
Like-
under. It's like a mattress topper, but it keeps you nice and cool. And you can do temp control. It's beautiful.
Gosh, this is what 2026 is about, inventions like the chili.
Sure is.
What are you nuts?
I do. Our What Are You Nuts moment of the week are our gripes with people, places, and things, both big and tall, whatever's sticking in your craw. I'm a big fan of the Pope. You like the Pope, Ben?
Sure. I think so.
New
Do
Pope?
I like the Pope?
Pope Leo?
I don't think I know enough about him. I'm sure I like all popes. Aren't the Pope? No. Okay.
Some of them
I
not
like some
so
popes.
good.
Some popes I like. Some popes I don't like. But sure.
Pope
This Pope Leo,
Francis,
I'm sure
the last Pope, pretty progressive, wonderful Pope, really pretty beloved, Argentinian, wonderful, beautiful. The newest Pope, I don't know, Pope Leo is from Chicago. First American
I
Pope
do.
ever.
I do know. I know this Pope Leo. Yes, I do.
It's beautiful. So they show him, and the Pope goes to these events and he kind of walks down these huge parades of people, and people will stick their kids out, which I would do this with Meyer. I would just be like, don't say you're Jewish, Meyer. I would. and then someone from the security team takes the baby and he blesses the baby, and it's beautiful. And what an honor, right? Because I just think, it's a lovely ceremonial thing. So the Pope is walking by and he stops to talk to this guy and these kids. And I don't know whether he was saying it in Italian or in French or what, but the guy says to the kids, have the Pope do 6-7. And Pope Leo's like, what? And they're like this, Pope Leo. And so Pope Leo goes, and they all go,
Oh my God. So
you're
dumb.
meeting the Pope and this is what you ask? What are you, nuts?
Nuts.
Oh,
And by the way,
people.
Pope Leo pretending he doesn't know what 6-7 is.
He knows.
He knew. He knew exactly
He
what I
follows
was doing.
Trisha Paytas.
He knew. He absolutely knew.
He knows
Josh.
what's trending.
My What Are You Nuts moment, it's very sad. I don't know if you've seen this before, but nannies mocking the kids that they're nannying. I saw a nanny, Josh. This is terrible. And look, she's annoying for sure. Probably 6 years old. She's crying. She goes, I want my mommy. And the nanny goes, I want my mommy. And I was just like, what are you, fucking nuts?
Nuts.
Are you crazy? That's
Ugh.
not how you parent kids, nanny kids. It was horrible. And like, I wish I could have, there's nothing to do. Like, I'll never see them again. I'll never see the parents. I don't know anything. But it just made me think, like, I really hope that the nannies out there are better than that if they pick the profession of watching kids, mocking kids. It was a huge What Are You Nuts, and I felt terrible. It made me feel really icky inside. I didn't like it at all.
Good for you.
I didn't like it at all. You know what I did like, Josh? And you know what everybody should like doing? Giving this episode 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you, nuts? Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Watch us on YouTube. Watch us on Spotify. Spotify video through the roof. I don't even know what through the roof means, but I'm just telling you, everybody's watching. Everybody switch over to Spotify, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
As they should, because it's such an easy, convenient experience. Mondays and Thursdays, folks, we have new episodes every week, and we will see you next time.